2. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Do you ever get that intense craving for some amazing, savory, juicy Turkish street food? I'm talking about that incredible chicken döner, wrapped in warm flatbread with all the fixings. You know, the kind you see slowly rotating on a vertical spit, getting perfectly crispy on the outside, while staying tender and succulent on the inside. Well, what if I told you that you don't have to book a flight to Istanbul to get your fix? Today, I'm going to show you how to make a mind-blowingly delicious chicken döner right at home. And the best part is, it's quick, easy, and you don't need any special equipment. Get ready to have your kitchen smell absolutely incredible. First things first, let's talk about the star of the show, the chicken and its marinade. This is where all the magic happens. We're going to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I really recommend thighs over breasts for this recipe because they have a bit more fat, which keeps the meat super juicy and flavorful. We're going to slice them thinly. Now, for the marinade, in a large bowl, we'll combine some plain yogurt, which will tenderize the chicken beautifully. Then, add a generous drizzle of olive oil, some tomato paste for color and depth, and a good squeeze of fresh lemon juice for brightness. Now for the spices that give döner its signature taste. We'll need paprika, cumin, a little bit of cinnamon for warmth, some dried oregano, black pepper, and of course, salt. Don't be shy with the spices. We'll also add a few cloves of finely minced garlic. Give everything a really good mix until the chicken is completely coated in that gorgeous red marinade. The aroma alone is just fantastic. Now, cover the bowl and let it marinate in the fridge for the best flavor. You'll want to let it sit for at least a couple of hours, but if you can, marinating it overnight is a total game changer. It really lets all those flavors penetrate deep into the meat. Alright, our chicken has had its flavor bath, and now it's time to cook. 2. Here's our simple trick to mimic that vertical rotisserie effect. We're going to create a stack. Take a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Now, you can use a large onion cut in half or a potato as a base. Stick a couple of wooden skewers upright into your base. Then, start threading the marinated chicken thigh pieces onto the skewers, one by one, pressing them down firmly to create a compact tower of meat. This is going to help it cook evenly and allow you to shave it off, just like the real deal. Once your chicken tower is built, pop it into a preheated oven at around 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. It will need to roast for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of your stack. You'll know it's done when the outside is beautifully browned and slightly crispy, and the internal temperature reaches a safe 165 Fahrenheit or 75 Celsius. While that's roasting, let's whip up some quick sides. I love to serve this with a simple salad of chopped tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, and parsley, tossed with a little lemon juice and olive oil. And you absolutely need a creamy garlic sauce. Just mix some yogurt with minced garlic, a bit of dill, salt, and a squeeze of lemon. It's the perfect cool and tangy complement to the savory chicken. Okay, the timer's gone off. And just look at this. A homemade chicken döner is out of the oven, and it looks and smells absolutely divine. Let it rest for a few minutes. Then, using a sharp knife, you can start carving thin slices right off the stack. See how juicy it is. Now for the assembly. Grab a warm pita bread or a large lavash flatbread. Spread a generous amount of that garlic yogurt sauce. Pile on the freshly carved chicken. Add a handful of that fresh salad and maybe some pickled red cabbage if you have it. Roll it up tight, and there you have it. A perfect restaurant-quality chicken döner, made in your own kitchen. The chicken is so tender and packed with flavor, it's just incredible. I promise. Once you make this, you'll be making it again and again. Thanks so much for cooking with me today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it turned out in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future delicious adventures. See you next time.